In this video, we'll be looking at a couple different products that Phenyx Pro sent me to check out. So on the left side, we have the PTU-X. This is going to be a wireless transmitter receiver system. So essentially, this is going to plug into this wired microphone and basically make it wireless. So this is the PM-25. This is going to be a pretty standard cardioid microphone for vocals, but of course it is going to be wired. But it will work very nicely with the PTU-X for demonstration purposes. So we'll start with a quick unboxing of each of these here and then get into the features and all that. So first up, we have the PTU-X wireless system. We'll go ahead and open it up here. On top, it looks like we have a nice Phenyx Pro sticker. There's a soft carrying case for storing everything. User manual. Then underneath here we have the actual transmitters and receivers. This one here is going to be the transmitter. So this is the part you'll actually connect the microphone to. We have a couple different buttons on here. There's of course the power button, a 48-volt button that you'll turn on depending on what kind of microphone you're going to be connecting to this. Then we also have a mic or line switch as well. While there's no way to actually select the channel on the transmitter here, it does have a built-in IR receiver here. So basically you program the channel on the receiver here, it kind of put it next to the transmitter, and then it will automatically switch to the same channel. Other than that, yeah, we just have the XLR part at the top and then a USB-C port for charging it. Next, we have a USB-A to USB-C cable for, of course, charging both devices. And then here we have the receiver. So this is where you will actually change the channel. There's a sync button for connecting it to the transmitter here, just to make sure they're on the same channel. So the power button, channel button, and then the sync button on this transmitter here. This longer end will go into whatever audio device you're going to be transmitting to. And then just like on the transmitter, we do have a USB-C port, again, for charging it. And looking at this PM-25S cardioid microphone here, inside we have the cable for connecting it. It's going to be a pretty long cable here, of course, but it does have a nice cable tie. And you can see the XLR input and output, which of course is what you would connect if you're going to be using it wired, but we'll be connecting it to the wireless system today. Then underneath here, we just have the microphone itself. So you can see what that looks like. Definitely has some good weight to it. So this is where we'll connect the wireless part. And then we have the on and off switch here, and then just the normal mesh at the top as well. So definitely a nice microphone, has some pretty good weight to it, looks pretty good overall. But now we'll go ahead and get everything set up. So the actual setup and use of the system is super simple. So we'll go ahead and first plug in the transmitter into the mic. So that just goes into the bottom like this. You can connect it all the way to the end of the cable if you want to for some reason, but I think it's pretty easy to just kind of connect it directly like this. So it does add a bit of weight to it, of course, but that's kind of what the setup will look like with it connected to the microphone. And from here, we can turn on both the transmitter and the receiver. So we'll go ahead and power them on. They will be on the same channel by default. So they're both going to be on channel 5 for now. But as I was mentioning earlier, to actually change the channel, you can just go ahead and do that here on the receiver. So we'll change to 7, for example. Now you can see they're on different channels, but to actually put them back on the same one, we just push that sync button, then kind of put them next to each other like that. So now they're both on 7. So as easy as that. You can't, like I said, change channel manually on the transmitter here, but there's no reason you really need to when it's that easy to just kind of sync them onto the same channel. So just like that, they're both on the same channel again, so that's super easy. Other than that, nothing else we really need to change here. We're going to leave the phantom power option off for this specific microphone, but it is nice to have that option, and to leave it on the mic instead of line. So the only other thing here is just plugging this into our audio interface. So we can go ahead and do that here. I'm using it with an XLR extension, but you can of course plug it directly in if you want to. So it just kind of connects like that. Then finally we just need to turn the microphone on. And just like that, we do have a full system working. So it would be exactly as if you were connecting them wired, of course. It's going to be just transmitting the audio signal wirelessly from here to here and going directly into your audio interface without having to worry about the long cable or tripping over it or all that. So really nice, it works really well. Very easy to set up as you saw. I'll go ahead and do an audio test now. So this is what the audio sounds like using this mic and wireless system. I would say it is pretty good overall. Of course, the quality of the actual mic is really solid. Vocals are super defined and you can hear everything really well. As far as the wireless system goes, I would say there's a tiny bit of static that comes up, especially if you increase the gain. Right now you can't really hear it, but if you do increase the gain, it's fairly noticeable. That will of course vary greatly depending on your audio setup, and it's pretty easy to filter out as well. I think in most professional setups, people are going to be using some sort of filter anyway. So it shouldn't be a huge deal, and I don't think you really have to worry about it unless you're boosting the gain. That's something most people aren't really doing anyway, because it will of course lower your audio quality overall. So I think it's not a huge issue, but of course there's a tiny bit more static and some kind of breaks and things in the audio as compared to using it in a wired connection. And as far as range goes, I was pretty impressed with the system. Right now I'm about 3 feet from the receiver, so not a huge deal at all, but I actually went to the other side of my house. I was probably 20 feet away, but with a wall in between me and the receiver, and it still sounded exactly the same. And that's good to see because the system does advertise 100 feet of unobstructed range, but that can sometimes fall apart if you add a wall or something similar. So thankfully that's not the case here, but that being said, most people will probably be using this in concert halls or stages or open venues anyway, so you should just be able to enjoy the whole 100 feet of range without worrying about obstructions. And so yeah, overall I think it's sounds pretty good. There is that tiny bit of static and a little bit of clipping sometimes that you of course wouldn't have to worry about if you're using the mic in a wired setup, but of course audio quality is usually something you sacrifice a bit anyway when you're going from a wired to a wireless setup, and in my opinion for most use cases the convenience gained from the wireless system definitely make up for the small difference in audio quality. This prevents you from having to worry about tripping over the cable or knocking things over or being physically limited by the cable's length, and on top of that the small bit of static that may appear can be easily filtered out in most audio programs.